Okay, let's start off with a pronunciation quiz. Here are 5 British place names. Can you say them? Leicester, Edinburgh, Loughborough, Durham, and Gloucester. How did you do? Pretty tough, right? Okay, I'll let you into a secret. We do it just to Seriously though, UK place names are notoriously tricky for visitors to pronounce. I guess because the relationship between the way a place is spelt and pronounced has become completely detached. So that CE in Leicester and Gloucester has become an S sound, instead of S. That URGH or OUGH suffix on the end of Edinburgh and Loughborough are pronounced with a schwa sound, so they're The ham suffix on the end of place names like Durham, Birmingham, and Nottingham also have that schwa sound, so they're an sound. That's a really common one. You'll see that all across the UK. So yes, the good news is there are patterns and rules to follow, but it's not always clear and simple. Take this Cornish village, or this one in the New Forest. How would you say that? I'll be honest, I haven't got a clue. I've heard it's Mousel and Bewley. But look, if us Brits are struggling, God knows how hard it must be for you guys. But don't fear, my lovely students. I've released a special video showing you how to pronounce some of the trickiest UK place names. You can click here to watch it right now, or you can wait till the end of the video. Okay, let's move on to the second mistake, and possibly the biggest one. Many visitors that I've met seem to think that we Brits speak in 2 ways. Either like King Charles, "Oh, jolly good show, tally-ho, pip pip," or Dick Van Dyke, "Welcome to London, we all talk like this, hey, we're a bit there." And that's not surprising, seeing as films and TV shows have traditionally portrayed Brits as either posh, BBC English James Bond figures, or the kind of cheeky, chappy, working class Cockney types. So, when visitors get here, they're shocked by the sheer variety of accents and sounds that they hear all around them. They land into Heathrow, and suddenly the taxi driver is like, "You up, me old Charlie, how you doing? Where are we going here today? You want to go down to London? Yeah? Go down to London." And then the hotel receptionist is like, "There's your key, and did you want to have brekkie with us? It starts at 8 o'clock and finishes at 11, okay?" And the barista is like, "Hey, you want the 3 flat white? Says you want to have here or you want to take away?" English classes haven't prepared you for all of that. So, how can we prepare ourselves for 30 plus local accents, plus a whole world of international accents? Well, that's exactly what I tackle in my brand new pronunciation course. It's a 6-week online course designed to help you thrive in the UK. So if you want to go from speaking classroom English to how long have you lived here English, then this is the course for you. The course is coming out in April, but you can join the waitlist right now to get yourself 30% off the launch price. Okay, mistake number 3, getting the UK wrong. What's the difference between Britain, the UK, England, Scotland, London? What's Wales? I'm always surprised that even Brits get this wrong sometimes. So we have England, Scotland, and Wales, which are all separate countries in their own right. And we have Northern Ireland, which is a province. All right, we've got England, Scotland, and Wales. And all together, they make Britain. Correct. All right. Then we add Northern Ireland, which is technically a province, and together they make the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And if you add in the Republic of Ireland, then you get the British Isles, which is a geographic term, not a political one. What about the capital cities? Well, London is the capital of England. Edinburgh is the capital of Scotland. Cardiff is the capital of Wales. And Belfast is the capital of Northern Ireland. We actually go into this topic in real depth on my British English and Culture course, A Really British Guide to English. It's ideal for anyone who wants to know more about the words and phrases that Brits use in their everyday life. The link is in the description below. Okay, let's move on to mistake number 4, confusing words. English comes in many forms, and that's part of its charm. In Australia, sausages are snags, whereas over here we call them bangers. In the US, they say potato chips, and we say crisps. In India, they say slippers, and in the UK, we say sandals or flip-flops. In Ireland, they say crack, and we say fun. Variety is the spice of life, but it can cause some misunderstandings. Now, most of the time, you can navigate these misunderstandings just fine, And in the UK, most people will know the difference between an elevator and a lift. But perhaps if you're coming to the UK, it's wise to arm yourself with the right knowledge. In my book, A Really British Guide to English, there's a section on UK versus US English and UK versus Australian English, plus hundreds of British slang words and phrases. Mistake number 5, this is more of a cultural one, but I have found that visitors to the UK aren't used to the frequency at which we use please, thank you, and sorry. Now, politeness is highly valued in British culture, and we are always adding please and thank you into our conversations. We also famously say sorry all the time. When someone bumps into you, you say sorry. When someone spills their tea on you, you say sorry. When someone gets in the way on the tube, you say sorry. It's kind of like a reflex. Now sure, you don't need to say it as much as the locals do, but it's a great word to know, and it definitely helps you to navigate social situations in the UK. Number 6, indirectness. Our final mistake is one that I think most visitors will be unaware of, but it's being too direct. Now we Brits could win awards for our indirectness. Why use 5 words when you could use 15? Yeah, it really is quite ridiculous. Instead of saying, can you pass me a pen? It's perfectly possible that a Brit might say, oh, if it's not too much trouble, would you mind terribly passing me a pen, if that's okay? Why do we do it? I don't know. I guess we connect indirectness with politeness, especially when we're making requests or we're asking for permission. Now, I know a lot of Americans who have come to the UK to work, and they just find this completely baffling and a little bit frustrating at how indirect we are. And I get it. In comparison to Americans, we are so indirect. True of Spain. When I lived in Spain, I was surprised by how directly people spoke in Spanish. And when I translated it into English, I was like, wow, we're never that direct. So it's a cultural thing that you definitely need to be aware of. Now, I've got a video, what Brits say versus what Brits mean. And that goes into this in more depth. You can watch it just here. Now, the question is, can you add any more mistakes to the list that I've made? Maybe you've come to the UK and you found yourself in one of these situations. Well, let me know in the comments below. And remember, guys, if you'd like to go from speaking classroom English to how long have you lived here English, then join the waitlist for my pronunciation course. And of course, you can get 30% off the launch price. The link is in the description below. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is Teacher Tom saying goodbye.